With your help, we're going to win Wisconsin this November. We're going to defeat crooked Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of our country. And we're going to make America great again.
Welcome back to America Decides. That was Donald Trump in Wisconsin this afternoon. With his New York City criminal trial in recess for the day, the former president is on the campaign trail in the Midwest. And our Olivia Rinaldi is there as well, following Donald Trump in Wisconsin. Good to see you, Olivia.
Good to see you, Nancy, from a very windy Wisconsin. It was Trump's first time back on the trail today since that hush money trial started in New York. It was very interesting today.
So tell me a little bit about what he had to say. I know that he once again said that if he doesn't win in November, the country is not going to survive. Some more of that apocalyptic rhetoric that we've come to expect from him. What else did he have to say?
He has some very notable rhetoric from the former president today, as you mentioned, saying the country might not survive if he doesn't win. He also went on to say he would reinstate a Muslim ban. That would be something that he would be interested in. He enacted that during his first term, and that was upheld by the Supreme Court ultimately in 2018.
Obviously, abortion is in the news today in Florida, in Arizona, and he waded right into the issue, saying people are thrilled with what's going on. Our polling doesn't show that people are thrilled. What did he mean by that?
Mostly talking about how his administration, during the first Trump administration, was part of the effort to put Supreme Court justices on the court that would then overturn Roe versus Wade. That's been his whole underlying issue and point on this the entire time. He is the president. He is the person who has sent this back to the states, that this was an argument and something that legal scholars have been contending for 53 years. And he said he solved it. He sent it back to the states, and now it's in their hands. But he did admit, as you mentioned, some people aren't going to be happy, that Democrats, Republicans, some people aren't going to be happy, and that it's up to each state whether they want a conservative abortion ban, something more liberal, as he likes to point out. You know, and something Nydia was talking about earlier, about in the South, we're seeing especially the effects of that in Florida right now with a 6-week abortion ban that is now enacted. So it's all playing out in these crucial battleground states. So he kind of toes the line on that issue, not really embracing a federal abortion ban, but also taking credit for being the person to send it back to the states.
And quickly, Olivia, one last thing that I thought was curious. He said that when he was president, he fired 9,000 sadists and bad people. What did he mean by that?
There he was talking about civil servants, and he was talking kind of in the context there about the VA and how veterans have seen a lot of difficulty in getting appointments. As you know, that's been something, the system there has been very clouded. Veterans have to wait days, months, sometimes years to get on these appointment lists through the Veterans Affairs Department. He was talking about there how he was the one who was able to fire a lot of these civil servants, called them sadists, and saying that they were out to hurt some of these veterans and their people. There's a very interesting, notable rhetoric there from the former president, but he did point out that Wisconsin is a very heavily veteran state, kind of speaking those constituents there that he would like to see turn out for him in November.
And folks around him have said he'd like to get rid of more civil servants if he wins another term. Olivia Rinaldi in windy Wisconsin, thanks so much.